Now we will going to look at nested loops. Nested loops 1. Again, remember, nested loops mean loop within a loop, and both loops do not have to be of the same type. They can be, but they don't have to be. Okay? So I have my for loop, integer outer equals to 1, outer less than equals to 5, outer plus plus. This is my outer loop. For each value of outer loop, inner loop completes all cycles. So for integer inner equals to 1, inner equals to 10, inner plus plus. How many times inner loop will, oops, yeah, it would be less than equals to 10. Okay. I wrote 3n, sorry. Will run for each occurrence of outer loop counter. So altogether, how many times the inner loop will run?
Should be 50, right?
Yeah. And how about the first question?
10.
So for each number, each value for outer, it runs 10 times. Since outer has 5 values, it runs total of 50 times. Okay. What I want to do is, I would rather use printf, okay? Printf. Percentage D times percentage D equals to percentage D. So I have inner, comma outer, comma inner times outer. So I'm using printf again, okay? Dave, not that I know of. So this closes the inner loop. This closes the outer loop. This closes the main, and this closes the class. Now, when you run it, you get this huge output, everything on one line, correct? And you may be wondering, then there must be a way to break the line. And yes, there is. What you do is you put a /n within the double quotes because there is no printf-ln. And now it will break it after every line. If you want to have a blank line after every 10 multiples, how do you think you will do that? Also, you will now notice that the values are not coming up in columns. You know, if you look at 10 times 1, it is taking up more space than 9 times 1, right? So in printf, you can actually do a column fixing too. So you can say that I want each of the D's to be size 3. Similarly, if you use a -3, for example, as opposed to a +3, notice that all your numbers will now be left aligned for the first column and right aligned for the second column. So I use -3D. So first column is left aligned, and the positive 3D. So the second column is right aligned, and it's more evident when you have double-digit numbers, but you do not have any double-digit number in the second column. So you can't really tell the difference. Other than is a little bit farther away from the X as compared to the other one.
Huh.
So you can use negatives and positives to build column outputs. And right and left align, however you want to do it. Okay.
Hey, Saad, I'm getting an error on my line 12.
Line 12, which is the closing of the loop, like my line 12 is the matching one, or you have a different line 12?
No, your line 11.
Okay. Are you using printf and not println?
Yes, I am.
And you have in double quotes matching with mine,
Yes, I do.
and you have all the variables outside, like 3 of them, and the last one is an expression in the parentheses.